Alrighty, hello again. This is Trice Majestus, and we're back in Elite Dangerous Odyssey for yet more mining to try and get this carrier full so that we can go do refit in July. So let's get together with the gang and get things rolling.
Hi, Trace.
Hello.
Tonight sucks.
Why?
How are you doing?
He's having a lot of problems.
Yeah,
He keeps saying he's done something, and he finds out when he goes back to Neuburg, it has done it, but the game keeps telling him he hasn't done it.
There's also this bug that's showing up that won't let you scroll through your fire groups. When you open up the fire groups, it will be all the way scrolled down to the utilities. You try to scroll up, it won't let you, so then you have to relog to hope it fixes it.
Goodness.
And that happened to me twice already.
Oh, I just ran into a lovely bug I've run into a couple of times before. I clicked continue, and instead of going to the menu to select where you're continuing, it's dumping me right into open.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. It automatically just clicks straight on it.
Mm-hmm.
It sees a double touch, and then you're in open. Yeah. But it's okay where you are.
Yeah, where I am.
Going to come and bother.
Oh,
not so good when you're over here.
Yeah. Well, I'm sitting here on my carrier.
Hasn't even started, and it's already annoying.
I told him to stream it so as I could see what he's doing, because he might be doing something silly.
That's a high probability.
Yep.
Oh my God, it's doing it again. Let me get in. Oh.
I try and make sure my mouse is right up.
No, this time I did it with, this time I changed over and did it with the, not with the mouse.
Mm-hmm. It still did it.
Yeah.
What happened?
It's
doing a click through on the, when I click continue.
It's straight to open.
Oh,
that
sometimes happens with the mice. If you click, sometimes the game...
But he didn't use the mouse that time. He used something.
Used the joystick.
Oh, yeah. Damn. What the hell?
It sometimes does it. Third time's the charm. I'm going in the correct mode.
Because sometimes that happens to me
I
with
think I'll
mice.
just go out of chat. You two are having too many problems.
Once,
Galaxy map.
Once yet the game says you're double clicking somehow.
And Lynn went for a nap after a pecan pie.
Yeah, I know. I want that pie.
It puts you to sleep.
All right. Then again, I've been snacking on jelly beans, so.
Damn, only one.
So I'm good in the sweets department.
And to make matters worse, I accidentally hit the button that turns off orbit lines.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what button that was.
Well, go look it up.
And I can't find it in the options menu.
Retract landing gear.
Options menu. Go to the ship and switch them on there.
No, I know. It would be nice if I know what button.
There is a button that it is mapped. It can be mapped to. Doesn't have to be mapped to.
Oh, okay.
It's a.
Mine definitely isn't. I've got orbit lights switched off.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, whoops. That's right. I completely forgot it can be found there. Thank you.
Oh, never mind. Engage.
Schooling FTL engines and preparing for.
But I would go find that option and remove the key binding. Say nope.
It's really annoying.
I never want orbit lines off. Stop it.
Yeah.
Neophiles don't need orbit lines. I find them annoying.
Some people do. I find them.
But in a big ship, you really need it.
Why?
You don't, but
when scooping stars?
Oh no, you really don't.
Don't need it for that.
Oh Lord.
You just look at your temperature. That'll soon tell you whether you're too bloody close.
There's a lot of ways to figure it out, but you know, I figure given the heads-up displays on modern fighter jets have all of this stuff, why shouldn't I?
Yeah.
It is nice to have a full modern heads-up display.
Won the last Olympics.
And then you carry then, but I mean there is a problem with it. Chris Shepard. Huh. Okay. In that, if you learn to fly without them, you're better off when your windshield is blown away.
Oh,
because you're used to flying without it if you don't have the HUD. It's good practice for if you go fighting Thargoids, because at some point or other when you're fighting Thargoids, your canopy is going to get blown off. So
not if you're careful.
I said it at some point. I said at some point.
Yeah, I've had mine blown up before I reinforced it.
Although a Type 10 would probably be destroyed long before its canopy blows.
No, not if that's what they're hitting.
Oh, okay.
I'm not using a Type 10. Too bloody slow. Tried my Anaconda, didn't like it. I'm sure that's what I used last time when I fought him. Either that or my Python. I know it wasn't a small ship.
The big ship would be better if you're going after the interceptors, but those scouts.
Not necessarily.
Depends how you're used to flying, how you like to fly, how you whatever. There's lots of.
Yeah, I guess you could joust in a smaller ship, no problem, if you want to do that.
Cutter's good for jousting.
Are they?
That's how they're designed to fight. The problem is getting enough hull on a cutter.
Yeah. Well, they have enough slots, that's for sure.
Yeah, even so, you don't end up with enough hull.
Shut that. Shut that.
I kind of like the way the inertial change on bigger ships. Just one problem, there's only one flaw I see in it.
Oh, I don't see a flaw. I think it's perfect.
I think it's great, and it's overall better, but now, if you're using an Anaconda or something, you need a 7A fuse scoop, period. I was flying through, and I thought I had a 5A on something. I checked you back at Nyberg, it says I had 6A. I'm like, damn, this sucks now. Need to have that 7A or
You mean thrusters, not fuel scoops?
No, fuse scoops. Because you need a 7A to be able to scoop fast enough before you're way past
Inertia doesn't affect anything in Super Cruise.
You just slow down, you can virtually stay at standstill and fill just as quickly.
Yeah, I could go close to stop, but...
Yeah. Don't even have to go close, wait until you get it high enough and you just sit there.
I know.
No, Super Cruise doesn't. Inertia is like it should be. It's largely non-existent.
Okay, Okay, because
Power to
it
shields.
also seems like I get
Routing power to
Power to
shields.
weapons.
super screws. I get
Routing
to my
power to
target
weapons.
slightly faster than normal
No,
in general.
that's just a lack of perception, and because you've been away from the game for a
here we
while.
go. Well,
You've just been away. You don't
yeah,
recognize,
handsome.
you know.
Mr. Perry, you sure you want to take me on? In your crate phantom.
There's a lot more impact when feedback. I mean, when entering a planet and stuff.
Oh yeah, once you drop out of Super Cruise, your mass becomes a matter of maneuverability. Yes, very much. You know, even in the glide.
Yeah, even when you recall a ship and you're on the ground, it's like crazy. It's like, damn.
There you go, Mr. Jim Perry. You failed.
How about like going back to Nyberg again? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, because you think you've not got your collectors on.
That's right. It said my collectors weren't showing up. Jesus Christ. Hate my life. My goddamn life.
Just again.
Yeah, a game that chooses the right time to not work. I mean, it was working fine all week. Why now? Jesus Christ.
It's a game, Philip.
Yeah.
And so far, your track record is not very good. Most of the time, when you say the game's doing something, it turns out to be you. So.
Yes.
Okay, tell me how I enter into the fire groups and it's already scrolled down for some reason and it won't let me scroll up. Explain that one.
I can't see what you're doing, so it's hard to tell because I can't see how your controls are set up, and what controls you're pressing.
The up button.
Yeah. I mean, that's not an issue that I know of, so I mean, that sounds very much like pilot error.
It happened to me twice today already.
There is a issue where if you're scrolling up or down, it stops when it gets to the bottom of the section. You have to actually.
And then you have to release the
button and then go back down to the next one.
Yeah, that's
or up.
Automatically.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it does stop at the end of each section, which is I know. That doesn't bother me. Well, yeah, but if the section is only one, you can get confused.
It used to actually go through as well if you got to the bottom or the top.
It'll wrap around.
No, it doesn't anymore.
No, it doesn't.
What?
It doesn't anymore.
No, it doesn't
wrap
wrap
around.
around.
Fire groups. Go down to next section, next section, next section, all the way to the bottom. Oh, no, it doesn't wrap.
Nope.
Oh, well, that's annoying.
And for all we know,
I know it used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for all we know, that change is what ended up creating this other bug to begin with.
I've never seen that one where you don't end up with your equipment.
No, where I can't scroll back up. When you open
sure
up
it's not
fire
your?
group,
Sure it's not. Sure it's not just.
when you open up your fire groups, it will start you all the way scroll down for some reason.
No, it starts you wherever you last were sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, but even then, when you scroll back up, instead of scrolling up, it moves it to the change fire group section. It's really annoying. So
That sounds like you've got a button mapping problem.
No, I'm pressing up and down. That's it.
Is it a multi-directional hat? I mean, I don't know what your controls are, so I'm only guessing here.
It's basic.
Yes, but I do.
What are you using as a controller?
Up and down.
No. What are you using?
Oh, keyboard.
And mouse.
Yes.
Huh.
Maybe you got a duck keyboard. You thought of that? Maybe your keyboard's duff?
I mean, I need a new keyboard, but that doesn't... I have no issues with those buttons anywhere else. In anything else I do.
Well,
and I haven't had any issues in this game.
Before you say anything else, go check your key bindings and make sure it is what you think. Because you might have something else set up.
And it may sometimes grab one function and sometimes grab the other if you've overloaded the key binding.
It tends to kill them both, but okay, I'll check.
Some of them it allows you to... Hello, Hans!
Hello, Hans.
Some of them it allows you to multi-map, but sometimes ones they allow to multi-map are kind of strange.
Okay, what's up set to? It won't let me set that. Oh, come on, my... close it a second. Try this again. Let's see. Up arrow is currently bound to... No, that's
Asteroid scan complete.
I don't think you can
Prospector limpet failed.
It's correct. It's set to divert power evenly.
Prospector limpet engaged.
But that has nothing to do with it once you're in the menu.
Asteroid scan complete.
Well, see what else you've got it bound to. It's bound to other places.
Not telling me anything. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have to go into different...
Yeah, I tried setting a new key binding to find out where it's set to, and yeah, it's set to what I remembered setting it to.
In that particular binding set, remember that you know it's got multiple different binding sets. So if you're in it, if you're trying to change the binding where you're somewhere that it would conflict with, say, the power distribution, well, then it will not allow you to multi-set it on that section, but you can go into another section and it will allow you to do it just fine because it doesn't conflict because it's in a different binding set. You've got multiple binding sets in the bindings.
Yes.
Well, it's interface mode, and it's the UI panel up and down. Check what you've got in there. Check what you've got set in. Check what buttons you've got set for up and down.
Yeah.
Prospector limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete.
Because the standard setting on the keyboard is WNS for up and down.
Prospector limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone.
Can't even find it. I find mode switching, but I can't find an interface.
Look, listen. Interface mode. It's in the very first page of it, right?
We have mouse controls, light rotation.
Listen. Stop.
I'm reading them to you. There's nothing that says interface mode.
The very top one in your general control says interface mode.
No, it says...
Asteroid scan
Go to your general controls,
okay.
interface mode.
Prospector limpet
And then
engaged.
go to the top two, is your UI panel up and down. What have you got set there?
Up arrow, down arrow.
Okay, that should work then, because that's just on mine it's WNS, and if I press WNS that moves it up and down, but also I've got it on my joystick as well.
Yeah, I have it WNS as well, but
Well,
there's
try that.
alternative.
Yeah. Well, try that. See if it works. See if it's maybe something to do with your up and down buttons. That's a suggestion.
Asteroid depleted.
And next time I have an issue, I'll do it because it doesn't.
Why don't you check it before you go out?
Because this bug doesn't always trigger. It only happened to me twice today so far.
Well, just try and see if it actually works first before you go anywhere. Make sure WNS actually works.
Okay.
The other thing you could do you have programmable keys?
No.
Oh, okay. Because sometimes if you got, you've got a keyboard where you have programmable keys where you can set up macros, they put the macro programming key in the most awkward place you could possibly put it, so that half the time when you're trying to do something, you hit the program macro, in which case no keys do anything that they're supposed to do.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, WNS work.
Or if you have that problem again, try the WNS when you want to check your thing, if you have an issue with it, okay? That's just a suggestion. If your keys don't work, down arrows, try WNS.
And then you'll find out very quickly whether it's your arrow keys are kind of messed up or whether or not the game is doing something.
The problem is when it's not like the up and down weren't working at all. It's just when you get to the top, instead of scrolling the page up,
It doesn't
just
scroll
went to-
anymore. It
No,
doesn't scroll anymore.
I'm not saying loop.
Prospect Olympic.
It needs to scroll if the page is too long. So when you go all the way up,
Programming leakage.
instead of scrolling up, it would go to the header of the fire group,
Asteroid scan complete.
where if you press left to right, then you can change fire group.
Prospect
So instead of scrolling up, it went to that thing.
That doesn't even make any sense.
asteroid scan.
I told you it's a bug.
No, it sounds like user error.
Prospect
God
Olympic
fucking
engaged.
damn it! This is what I get for not streaming.
Well, even
That's
even streaming, we can't see what controls you're hitting.
Yeah.
I told you how to do it in Discord. You just go down to in the bottom thing there, where you've got Elite Dangerous, with a little television screen beside it. Click on that, and go live.
Programming leakage.
We can see what your screen's showing you. We can't see what your buttons were pressing, but we can see what you're doing, what you're talking about.
Mm. Well, the bug isn't happening now, but if I can explain, I can probably...
No, you can't explain it very well. That's a problem.
With pictures, I can explain it. 1 second. Oh,
Comply.
open up, screen.
Prospect Olympic failed. Prospect Olympic engaged.
Stop scanning me, station.
Programming leakage drone.
Stations can't scan you. It's the police.
Failed. Asteroid
You're
scan
being probed.
Collect Olympic expired.
You're a suspicious character, but you keep coming back.
Programming leakage drone. Prospect
I don't...
Olympic
Is it working?
Asteroid scan.
Tell you in a minute.
Prospect Olympic engaged. Programming leakage drone. Programming leakage drone. Asteroid scan
Yep.
complete.
Okay.
Programming
Now, what would happen if I scrolled up? Instead of scrolling up, it would go to go to the A, B, and whatever header of the fire group instead.
Yeah, well, it will do.
But now it's scrolled up, so it's working properly. But before it wasn't. Instead of scrolling up like it should, it would just jump to that header.
Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired. Prospector limpet failed.
What is it?
Prospector limpet engaged.
Damn, it's almost 9 already.
Yeah, I know.
Programming
And I don't have enough tritium in the hold yet because I started late.
scan complete. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged. Collector limpet expired. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed.
All I needed was 10 bayonets. This should have been done hours ago.
Engaged.
Mm-hmm.
Programming limpet drone.
Let's get married again to somebody else.
Prospector limpet
What?
failed. Asteroid
Yeah.
scan
I haven't written my vows yet. Let's get
Oh.
married to somebody else. Good.
I see.
I see, said the blind man.
As he picked up his hammer and saw.
Prospector limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan.
I see, said the blind man, pissing into the wind. It's all coming back to me now. Yeah, it's like the one-armed fisherman that's, gesturing and saying, wow, I got this big fish. It was this big.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a little guppy.
Oh, how's he going to show you? How
He's only got one hand.
Yeah. It's a massive ship. Massive fish.
It was huge. It was this big.
I guess you can use your head as one point and your one hand as the other.
Oh, no, my arm's not long enough.
Those whom the gods wish to destroy, they first make mad.
Oh, they must really not like me then. I've been crazy for years.
I was referring to Phil.
Programming limpet.
Yeah, well,
Prospector limpet failed.
And I
Grace,
came on
you've been
early,
hopeless for a
too.
long time.
I
Yep.
came on at like 6. Didn't
But-
get a damn thing done.
Limpet engaged.
let me put it to you this way, Carl.
Collector limpet expired.
In high school, I was a whitewater kayak instructor.
Understood.
After college,
Whitewater, anything. Those who participate in it have to be loopy to begin with.
uh-huh. Then after I got out working after college, I was an amateur hockey goalie.
Prospector limpet engaged.
That's right. Once a week, I would go
Programming limpet drone.
on an ice surface
Asteroid scan.
and throw myself in front of a quarter pound of rubber moving at 80 plus miles an hour, repeatedly.
Madman. You're a madman.
Absolutely.
You had a little bit of padding though, just a little bit.
Well, except when I got a little bigger and the chest protector and the hip pads didn't quite meet.
Yeah, you had a gap.
I had a gap. Got
That's where
black
it
and
used to
blue
hit you
every
every
week.
time.
Oh yes, every single time. I decided to lose some weight.
You've got bigger pads, bigger chest protector.
No, not at $800 a chest
Oh, well.
protector. It's a lot cheaper to lose the weight.
Yeah.
A lot
Saves you
cheaper.
money.
But yeah, the last time that I actually played goal, I separated my left shoulder. Called over one of my defensemen, reset the shoulder, finished the game, and then went to the hospital.
Well, at least you were able to have a family afterwards.
Well, shoulder really doesn't. Well, actually, that was after my daughter was born, so
Prospect to limpet failed.
I can't prove that one way or the other.
Well, you're not singing in a soprano voice either, so
Prospect to
you're
Yeah.
doing good.
engaged.
Oh no, you know,
That's where I was referring to. The puck didn't hit something very critical.
oh, it can't. Not with the not with the cup that I've got.
Failed. Asteroid scan complete.
The cup that I've got wraps around.
Prospect to limpet engaged.
That way, it protects that lovely point down, but right between. Oh boy.
Yes.
Yeah, understood. The thing is I knew one guy that did play hockey
Asteroid scan.
that ended up with one of those, having to go to the hospital, have one of those things surgically removed.
Prospect to
Oh, he needed a better cup.
asteroid scan.
I wouldn't know, but I'll tell you one thing. I don't think he was playing hockey after that.
No, you wouldn't want to lose the second one.
I prefer not to lose the first one.
Well, the cup I've got, there's absolutely no way I can get injured there.
So would you say he sacrificed?
He's got no. No, I'm not going there. I'm gonna
No,
go in there. No. Caught myself just in time. I was gonna go there.
You notice I've been dancing around that subject for just very
Uh huh.
So, how could you let that one by?
Because yeah, because I'd like to keep my channel. Thank you.
Oh, that shouldn't get you.
Shouldn't,
Yeah,
but you know, you never
no.
know these days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
somebody
to
will
mention
complain about
which, Phil,
something. got to be PC
sometimes
correct.
the words not said are best left alone.
Hmm. But yeah, the cup I've got, literally, it covers from my waist down all the way through and around, partially around behind.
Damn.
Well, goalies end up on their ass a lot of the times, and the puck ends up between your legs. So you've got to, you know, and not talking about the two male bits, but there is a pressure point directly between your both sets of organs down there. And you can get killed by getting that hit too hard.
Yeah.
So this literally had steel that wrapped around to my behind.
Boy, that must have cost you an arm and a leg.
That's only $60.
Programming.
Well worth it. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Maybe the second one was.
You mentioned, Phil, you stop and think of it this way. He's not only got to deal with that speeding rubber puck, he's also got to deal with speeding bodies coming at him.
Yeah.
And sticks and.
Yeah, I know. I was a goalie myself.
Complete. Prospect to limpet failed.
High school. Amateur and just for fun really, but
Yeah. We had some guys who were, a couple of guys who were former juniors
Asteroid scan complete.
and former, what's it, AA or AAA or whatever the one is directly below.
oh, okay.
So these guys had shots that were pro level shots. I mean, they were,
Asteroid scan.
like I said, 84 plus miles an hour. Because, you know, the pros are shooting 84 to 88. I mean, that's about what
Yeah.
they do. There's a couple that can hit 90.
Yeah, that's if they're doing a slap shot, of course.
Oh, I had this one guy who loved to take slap shots at my head.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
But then again, you know, I had a pro-level mask.
Yeah. Oh, you actually wore a mask. Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, we were hardcore in my school.
You mean they were too cheap to buy you them?
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be more like it.
Yep.
But you
Wouldn't
literally,
get away with that.
I mean, all my,
Get away with that.
yeah,
Not these days.
No, they wouldn't get away with it nowadays.
yeah.
Health and safety would have put a stop to that.
Yep.
But you know, I was buying my own gear, so I
Yeah.
bought basically the gear that was used in the NHL the previous year.
I
So
still have my hockey stick actually.
I got sticks, I got my goalie pads, I got skating out gear, but I don't want to risk my shoulder any further.
Okay.
At
Is
least,
that bad?
I can no longer catch.
Oh, yeah, that's bad. You don't want to aggravate it.
No, I have absolutely zero strength if my hand goes over my shoulder.
Okay, yeah.
It's been getting better slowly as I do more push-ups, but I still have to be very careful because if it goes up, you know, basically the height of my ear, I suddenly have no ability to stop my arm from going backwards.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Yeah,
it's
that's real bad.
yeah, and that, you know, I separated the other shoulder playing Ultimate, but it wasn't separated anywhere near as bad as my catching glove shoulder.
Oh, okay.
I've considered changing stick sides because I can catch with either hand just fine.
Yeah, yeah, but wait a second. Well, let me get. You're righty, right?
Yeah,
And that's the arm you screwed up, right?
no, no.
Okay.
Catch with my left.
Oh, okay.
Well, I screwed up both shoulders.
I tend to catch with my right, and I'm righty, so I was.
Yeah, I don't know why I keep the stick in the left hand.
Yeah. Wow, you keep your stick in the left. Yeah, that's odd.
Sorry, no, sticks in the right hand, catch with my sticks in the right hand, catch with my left. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but
Okay,
that's still technically a left hand.
my bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
But I can just as easily flip around.
Okay.
It really is not a stretch for me because, yeah, I'm right-handed, but it's not a very dominant right hand. I can.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of things I can do either right or left-handed, really, with no real difference. My right arm is a little stronger.
You're not writing with your left hand, that's for sure.
No, I'm not quite as dexterous with my left hand. But I could. I mean, it's spidery when I write with my left. But I can do it.
Oh, okay.
But, also, not all that needed penmanship in my right hand either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've got a lot more practice with my right hand in writing than I do with my left because, they always try and start you out right unless you're a pure left-hander.
Yeah.
And given the configuration of my big toes, I could probably write with my feet as well if I wanted to practice it.
You double jointed?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I think you told us that once before.
Yeah, I can stick my either toe straight up.
Wow.
I can also grip sideways so that I can hold stuff between my toes.
Oh, cool.
That means you must be a monkey then.
A lot of
far
ways.
from it.
Yeah. Well, like, you know, the thing is, most people can actually do that if they practice it, because it's a natural thing for the big toe to be able to go all the way to vertical. It's just.
I can actually bend my foot pretty far.
Mhm.
Programming leaker drone.
But if you don't practice it when you're younger, you kind of lose the flexibility in the big
Yeah.
toe. Never did though, because I always thought it was funny because I had a little bit more flexibility in my big toe than most people.
Asteroid scan complete.
Of course, what's the first thing my daughter does when she was born? She sticks both toes straight up. Yep, that one's mine.
Is that right away?
Oh, jeez, yeah. Literally, the doctor goes to show her to me as I was, in the operating room, and the first thing, toes right up. Yep, that one's mine. No doubt. Both toes absolutely straight up, and a pair of monstrous feet.
Can't be that monstrous. It's a little baby, right?
Took her a while to grow into them.
Not unless the baby happens to be about 11 pounds, 11 ounces or better
Better,
at birth.
better.
Really?
She was a big
Damn.
kid.
I felt sorry for your wife.
Let's just say she had to come out the side door.
Programming leaker drone.
Now, no way she was coming out the natural way.
No wonder she didn't want more kids. Jesus.
Uh-huh.
Well,
My
see,
kids
mine.
both came out the normal way. One was 4 weeks early, the other one was 10 days early.
Yeah, well, she wasn't early. She was 4 days late.
I think my nephew was like 14 pounds something, and they called him Moose Jr. in the prenatal care.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, 14 pounds?
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
How is that even possible?
Oh, it has been bigger than that.
Oh, yeah. There've been 20-pounders.
There's been...
Wow.
there's-
Yikes.
Might have been bigger than that, but that's as big as I've heard of.
We're talking about human babies, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes, we are.
There's some really big ones out there.
Programming leaker drone.
Damn. I think we found lost Bigfoot.
Mm,
Fabled
No,
Bigfoot.
Sasquatch is still out there.
Biggest one I know of was in Asia. And going by the size of most of the Asian women, makes you think, how did that happen?
Programming leaker
yeah.
Asteroid
Because a lot of
scan
Asian women are quite small,
Yeah.
slim.
failed.
Think,
Well.
how the hell did that come out of there?
Yeah.
Well, we were worried about my daughter as she was growing up because she wasn't getting growth spurts. She was growing linearly.
Prospector liquid engaged.
Okay.
So we were getting worried about gigantism.
Asteroid scan complete.
She did slow down and stop, so okay, we're good.
But has she stopped though? What you say? She's 17, is it?
Yeah.
She's maybe still got some growth to go yet.
Yeah.
She should be almost at
Not a
10,
lot.
though.
Not a lot left, but yeah.
Maybe an inch.
She'll probably make 6 foot by the time she stops.
Oh, okay. That's
So-
definitely tall.
And how tall are you?
6 foot.
How
Thanks,
tall is
that's
your
Dad.
wife?
I was down
5'1".
around Lynn's
5'1",
size. She's
5'8".
like 5'2".
Wow. Okay. That's shocked. She definitely took after you then.
Yeah.
And she's 6 foot.
My
Daughter
daughter
6 foot.
my daughter is currently 5'11", yeah.
Tall girl. But
Oh, yeah.
that's not unnormal either.
No, it's not above normal, but it's on the higher side. And a lot more people are growing to that height these days because, better nutrition. But still, what had us worried was her growth pattern, where it was basically linear, where most kids will do spurt and rest. So we were worried there because that fits a particular type of gigantism.
Yeah.
But she slowed down, so it's not a problem.
I don't want to program limit zone. Goddamn. No, the rate. Why isn't my wave analyzer, my pulse analyzer not firing?
Hi. Hey.
That sounds like an Anthony.
It is.
Oh, hello, Anthony.
It's Anthony. How are you?
I'm doing alright. Sounds like you've just woken up.
Nah. Liquor.
Full of hot dog. Eating again. Eating again.
He's always eating.
Pulse wave analyzer was unchecked for some reason.
Hey, Anthony, do they have a Der Wiener Schnitzel down near you?
I never heard of it.
It was a chain of hot dog, like hot dog places instead of hamburger joints.
Huh.
No, I never heard of it.
Never heard of him
They had
either.
them down in Central Texas.
Oh.
Okay.
One of those damn southern chains.
Yeah.
Actually, the one I saw was down around Fort Hood, so
Ah,
you never
okay.
know. They had a lot of and also got to remember something too. Texas has quite a German population.
Yes, they do. So does Springfield, Massachusetts.
So does Huntsville, Alabama.
One of my favorite restaurants is in Springfield, Massachusetts. The Student Prince. They are a lovely German restaurant. I especially love the annual Wild Game Week.
Yeah.
Boy, do they
Where
have
did you
some...
say this was?
Springfield, Massachusetts. Student Prince and Fort Street Restaurant, which is of course on Fort Street. And
Probably never get there, but anyway.
well, I went out there because there's a fabric import place out there we were going to around when we were getting things made for our wedding. I put all the guys in kilts, which we had handmade by a local seamstress. So we went out to Springfield because that was one of the fabric importing places that had real tartan wool.
Which pattern?
Brettlebane, which is a variant on the Black Watch.
Okay, that makes sense.
A double paint night spot my ass.
Hey, is Elite Dangerous still on sale?
I don't know.
Let's check. It's still on sale. That ain't Odyssey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How much for?
It was like $7 for the main game, and then you had to buy Horizons, which was at half price.
Asteroid scan complete.
You mean Odyssey because
Odyssey, right?
It's
Yeah. So it was Horizon for like 790 or 755 or 795 or something like that, and then Odyssey for half price.
Oh, okay, wow.
Prospector limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone.
Yeah, when I initially bought it, I ended up having to get
Asteroid scan
ED Basic, and then Horizons was the additional price.
Prospector limpet engaged.
And that was for console.
Asteroid scan complete.
That was recent until they changed it. Until they put Horizons and Elite Dangerous together, and then Odyssey became
The add-on,
extra.
yeah.
Yeah. Let me see.
Student Prince and Fort Street Restaurant. I really loved going there.
So I'm going to. This big rock, it's not yellow, but I'm going to check it anyway because scanning the yellow's not showing me any Pinite,
Painite.
Anite, whatever.
It's a pain to mine. That's why they call it painite. No, actually, it's a real mineral.
Okay.
It is an actual thing people mine.
Yeah, I gotta find a good German restaurant in the Detroit area.
I'm sure there is one.
Yeah, I got a lot of Mediterranean up here. And Greek.
Mm-hmm.
Bill, just send your perspective out to the rocks. Don't worry about your pulse wave analyzer.
Okay.
Because if you're just going to go for the yellow ones, you're just wasting your time. You're probably missing some that have got 20% on them. They're just not showing up with the yellow, with the pulse wave analyzer.
Okay.
I never use it anymore.
Odyssey is $23.99 and Elite Dangerous is $7.49.
Wow. That's a
15.
bargain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear that, Hans? 24 bucks
Yeah.
for Odyssey?
Damn.
Yeah.
Time to buy.
Where's Hans at?
He's in the stream chat
Oh, okay.
in
Oh, he's on YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah. He's not in his man cave yet.
Oh, okay. Let me.
have to make sure he hears about it later when he comes on.
Yeah, go on to YouTube now. That's why I wanted to say it because I remember somebody was supposed to be getting it. I couldn't remember who it was till y'all just said it.
That wasn't a very good.
Oh, I can hear myself.
Ow.
Right. What am I doing now? I need to fill up Olympus again. Ah, crap.
I forget what I had the other time I went there. There was one time we went on Game Week, and that was just amazing. The other time I think I had some sort of sausage thing. I don't even remember. It's been over 20 years, but
Did I run over my limpet? No, I ran past my limpet. Okay.
What was fun about going to the student prince was my mother-in-law is German, and she's like, even for Germany, that's good.
Ooh, 41%.
I should give you your
And
10.
it's only painite.
That should get you all the painite you need right there.
See? Told you to ignore the yellow ones.
Yep.
Oh, he was just looking at the yellow ones.
Yeah, waste of bloody time.
Oh yeah.
So why aren't you playing Mr. Harper? What's your excuse?
I was playing earlier. I was doing some
Excuse me. You were sleeping in the bar. You were on that station for ages. I saw it.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's when I left. Oh, that's when I left.
Yeah.
I left
You
with
left
Eve,
yourself.
yeah.
You left yourself sleeping in the bar again, didn't you?
I sure did. Hey, look, look, and when I do that, I'll sit my character down on a chair, right? And I'll
Yeah,
make sure he's
I know.
and look down like he's sleeping.
Yeah, we know.
Did you come up there and see me?
No, I'm too far away to come and bother you.
Oh,
Wake
yeah,
you up.
that's how I do.
That's
It'd be nice if you could put him in a sleep pose. Usually he'd be at the bar with his head down like he's drunk.
Well, you go sit on the chairs nearby and lean your head back. I mean,
That's nice. Yeah, I was doing some salvage missions earlier. I was doing something that I saw on Down to Earth Astronomy's video he did today.
oh, yeah.
If you find what's that mission? It's a salvage mission, but it says hidden, some type of hidden something where you go into a container.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if it's got one in here. It's not the crash ships or crash stuff. It's when you go to a hidden, like a hidden thing, and when you get down there, hidden cache. Right, and it might want you to get 3 push, right?
Yeah.
But them and if it's you gotta have it a threat too at least, and they spawn weapons.
Yeah, we know that.
Schematics.
That's,
Yeah.
where do you think we got most of ours from?
Oh yeah, and if you
From these containers.
Right, don't pick up the
Rubbish.
Right, don't pick up
The push and all the other
mission,
crap.
The mission is
You just
asking
relog.
for.
You
Yeah,
just
just
go and
keep
relog.
relogging, and you'll relog right inside the container, and just keep right on getting weapons schematics.
Until you relog and the scavengers are outside waiting for you.
Yeah, but you can't get out of the container anyway because you can't break back. You can't open the door. How do you find them getting cash? Cause I ain't been able to find that one yet. It just randomly spawns up on the salvage.
I usually just spawn outside, make sure we're safe to get away. Because sometimes, you get in there and there's no weapon schematics.
Yeah, he said keep on picking up your weapon schematics.
Then
And then,
eventually that instance won't be there anymore, and you'll just be out in the ground. Yeah.
yeah, he said as long as you don't finish the mission, that instance will stay, and you'll keep responding inside the container. Lock yourself inside the container where the outside can't get you. And then after you pick up, when you get to the end, just pick up your mission, whatever the mission is calling for. Just pick it up, and that'll end the mission. And now you log out one last time and log back in, and you ain't inside the container more. The whole instance just disappears because the mission is over with now.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so now you can just call your ship back down and pick yourself up. And now you got like 30, you're picking up like 29 weapons schematics each time you do this.
Complete.
Damn.
Yeah.
A couple each run, and just keep doing it till you get 29 or 30. Yeah.
Yeah, he said don't get number 30 because you got to pick whatever your missions thing is. You got to pick that up, and that's gonna be the last thing in your bag.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then after you pick it up, it's gonna spawn. The mission is finished. Then you got to go back to the station. But now you can't get out of the container because remember you're still locked inside the container.
Right.
You can't get out. So now you got to relog one more time, and this will despawn the
outside
instance.
Mm-hmm.
Asteroid defeated.
I was like, wow. And he's right because I did it on another site. I was picking up something and it was a crash satellite dish.
Yep.
You can do the same thing there, but the only difference is there, each time you spawn back in, it can be spawning new people that gonna fight you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can do the same thing there. You can go into the container.
If you got a container, you can go in. Yeah. Well, no, inside that one you can't. You got to stay on the outside because you can't get out that container.
Sure you can. The instance only exists for 10 minutes.
Oh, that was a ripoff. I got my 10 pay nights, but that's what I got. 10 pay nights from a 41% pay
Yeah,
night.
that sounds about right.
Oh, okay. I thought you got more. Okay.
Oh, you have to go and see her ladyship.
Yep.
So the instances that you go onto on the planet, they only exist for a certain period of time. So all you have to do is wait for them to go away.
Yeah, that's what he said, but that's why you got to do a mission type.
Because then you can control when it goes away.
Right, you can control it when it goes away then. Yeah. Interesting. Little exploit, little whatever. That FDL probably want to screw with that too.
Probably. Anything to make it harder.
Asteroid defeated.
Galaxy map. Ten jumps? Jesus.
Oh, shite.
Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid defeated.
Had to run out and rescue my washing in the middle of a fight. And I'm still at 77%. Oh no, 76 now.
It got a bit damp there, did it?
Oh, really bucketing down again. No thunder and lightning.
When's monsoon season?
Asteroid scan.
It rains every day here, normally. We don't tend... The monsoon season tends not to affect us too much on this part of the island. It's more for the land, it's more to the east coast
Uh-huh.
and north, where we are. We do get heavy rain, but just about every day.
Prospector limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete.
Only good thing about the rain is it cools it down here.
Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
No pirate, you can't have my cargo.
Limpet expired.
Bye.
Programming limpet drone.
Let me know.
Programming limpet drone.
Ah, let him have some. Hi, James.
Hello, James.
Hi, James.
Hello, Jane.
Asteroid
Hi, James.
programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector
Good.
limpet engaged.
Nice to see. You're learning.
I did this.
Asteroid
I think
scan
3's okay. I don't think we'll lose 4 for a while.
No, you gotta be careful with the fours, because sometimes you pop in there and there'll be 6 of the buggers waiting for you.
Ooh.
programming limpet drone.
But mind you, what you do there is you just boost away
Limpet failed.
away from them, then go back in. If there's 2 of you. I had to do that yesterday. I went into one and I tried to stay in. I was down to 14% when I ran away.
Asteroid scan.
Because Lynn still hadn't arrived. So the next one, when I went in like that, there was 6 of them I boosted away.
Asteroid depleted. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed.
We'll get 4 back this time. Good.
Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Asteroid depleted. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed.
Okay.
Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
Yep.
I found this the other day, but better late than never. But apparently, they fixed the big ship's landing issue.
What
How a pebble, a literal pebble, can prevent it to land. That's no longer the case.
They fixed that a while ago, Philip.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
My computer was down, so.
Mm-hmm.
Even big stones don't stop them landing nowadays
Yeah.
in stupid places.
Yeah.
So you can't get your SRV in. Or you can. I had one the other day where I had to crouch to get in when I was on foot
Darn.
because the little blue ring was sat on top of a rock that was at the back end of my ship.
Hey.
I almost couldn't get it on my Anaconda again because
Alas,
it landed on it landed right before this big boulder, and I had to squeeze my SRV through a crack.
Yep. Or you could have gone it, left your SRV,
Yeah.
taken off, just moved your
Yeah.
ship to a better place.
Yep.
And then gone back and got your SRV.
Yeah. Like Rusty did.
Hello, guys.
Hello. Did you see that? The game's on sale?
$24 in Steam.
Oh no, I haven't checked in a while.
Yeah. Well,
it's on
now's
sale at
the
the moment.
time to buy.
Last time I checked, I think they said what April 21st or something was the last day. So that's what tomorrow, right? Yeah. I'll have to look at it. I'm thinking about buying
about
it,
right
but
now.
putting it on my other account, so I can have one account in Horizons and one in Odyssey, and see how they compare.
How well's your other account going? As in,
Oh,
Is it
I haven't done anything with it.
Oh.
It's literally the starter account, Sidewinder, haven't lifted off yet. I got it to play with my grandson, but he's not. So
not so into. He'd much rather play different games with
He
his
loves-
friends.
he loves coming down and watching me play. He thinks the game is awesome, but he's just into a different kind of thing with his friends. You're right. I can understand that. You're in early 20s. You know, you wanna kill shit.
You
That
can kill
guy-
shit in this game.
Oh, I know. He's quite good. He actually, certain games he gives other instructs other. They come to him for help. I watched a little Rusty Dog today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, boy, he's out there finding some pretty neat stuff. Yeah, really neat.
How far is he?
Oh God, no, he's like 35,000 light years from Sol or
okay.
something.
In his Anaconda.
Yeah,
His
Yeah.
rusty Anaconda.
plugging
With
away.
black paint.
Yeah.
I think he's got about 1% paint job on his ship now.
Yeah, mine's pretty beat up too.
I'm not
I
going to
like-
go flying in your ship. I I only go in ships that are spotless.
I like the lived in look. Yeah, I never do the paint jobs when I do the advanced maintenance.
I always keep my paint job
Yeah,
up to
so do
snuff.
I. Yeah.
Nope, nope. I like to see how low I can go. That Alcor one, I think that Type 9 I got down to like 60%. It's like pretty battered. You know, it's just paint, but nothing shows damage like an Anaconda. Literally nothing in the game does. That's why I like it.
23, is it? Right. Time for you to die. I'm sorry, but it's time for you to die.
Did you figure your key bindings out yet, Philip?
What? My key bindings are okay.
Oh, all right. I tuned in an hour or a half hour ago and
Oh, okay.
sounded like you were having serious difficulties.
Well, he's having difficulty with something around his keys on a sporadic basis, but the question is, you know, is it a keyboard malfunction? Is it a game
No,
malfunction? Is it
Try
a...
another keyboard. Yeah.
it's a
Or a
leak.
human being problem.
Start at the cheapest part first.
Another 80,000 for my kitty.
Considering I've heard nobody complaining about that other than Philip, it's not too likely to be a game issue.
You want a HOTAS, Philip, or no?
No, keyboard and mouse.
Yeah.
I just can't hang with that.
Yeah, me either. Too many things to do with the button.
Yeah, I
Too
just
easy to
I
press the
I
whole
just
button.
don't have. Yeah, I don't have the muscle memory dexterity for that. Christ, I can. The only key I seem to hit all the time is escape by mistake.
Wait, whoa. How did
I
you
know where
do
that one is.
by mistake? It's all the way on the upper left
Yeah.
corner.
Yeah, it's right next to my throttle quadrant. So sometimes when I slam it forward or go to hit one of the many buttons on that left side of the keyboard, I tap it by accident.
Oh, okay. I have my throttle set at W.
Yeah.
See, for me, it's immersion.
Yeah, I like flying it. I don't use Super Cruise Assist. I like getting down to 3 seconds before I slam in. I actually the game
I just lazy.
bounced me off a station the other day, which I didn't think was possible. It seems to always drop you out about 8 kilometers, you know. And no, it dropped me out like 8 feet. I slammed into it. It scared the shit out of me, literally. I didn't know it was possible.
I went through a station.
I'm surprised it didn't open fire on me.
You can actually do that purposely if you're careful, because what you do.
Why would I want to do it?
Oh, you'd love the one I did. You know those the Orbis stations, the long ones with the fins in back?
Yeah.
I came out of Super Cruise in the fins.
Oh yeah, I've come out like.
I mean, literally in the fin. I was literally in the fins. I was part of the station. That was horrible.
I've come out between the wheel and the spokes.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
and of course the Thor's or the noob hammer at Alcor is up for grabs. You never know what's going to happen there when it's busy. There's one of the.
Yeah, move forward, ready to just in case somebody tries to take my shoes off me.
Well, I made it to Felicity and got my frame shift stuff pinned again.
Don't unpin it again.
No, I'm learning. It was only about 12 jumps in this vet. Yeah. I like it though. I think it's definitely more. I think it's definitely more maneuverable than that Anaconda. And I've been doing planetary landings with it because I'm looking for.
It's a rather nice ship.
Yeah, I like it. I like it so far. Plenty of room in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it ain't no Type 9, but Jesus, you got
Yeah.
armaments are weird, but you got to get more power.
Programming Eco drone.
It's nice having 2 Class 4s. Matter of fact, I'm going to go find out right now.
Prospector limpet engaged. Programming Eco drone. Asteroid scan.
Talking frost
complete.
warning tonight.
Prospector
Trey,
limpet
you're up here, right?
Yeah.
Frost warning here. So all them dummies that bought the pansies at Walmart for Easter, they're all, you know how that goes.
Oh, yes.
Every year, you know how that goes. They'll all be in the dumpster tomorrow.
Asteroid scan complete.
People that buy, let's just buy a pineapple tree and see how that goes.
Actually, if you know what you're doing, you can save them.
Oh yeah.
Just takes a little bit of cloth and just throw it over them. They'll be fine.
Knowing that I'll have to do that prevents me.
Literally get yourself a bunch of paper bags from Home Depot and just, you know, the leaf bags and just throw it over the top of them. They're fine.
Yeah.
Because then the frost sends up all over the bags and the plants are fine underneath.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I used to do that back when I got around a lot better.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
What a maneuver that was. Not supposed to do something like that with the Corvette, but
What
it
do you mean?
actually worked.
Corvettes are
I-
highly
I-
maneuverable.
Yeah, I know, but it's also big and fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, big
I
car.
I zooped right past the landing pod, spun around and landed directly on it.
Yeah.
where it's supposed to be.
It's a freaking warship. Okay.
Prospector limpet failed.
Landing pad's down. What the hell? God
You
damn it.
probably, your nose is either too far in or too far up. You're not level. That's actually the hardest thing with the bigger ships, is
Yeah.
making sure you're level going into a pad.
Programming Eco drone.
There we go.
Prospector limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete.
That's what shields are for.
Well, no, you can't land if you're not level.
I know, I'm just kidding. But you can bounce around.
Oh, you can certainly bounce around, yeah.
You never know.
Programming Eco drone. Prospector
There.
limpet failed. Asteroid scan
Gotcha. Hey, nice.
Prospector
Let's
limpet
see if I
engaged.
can buy new holes here and whatnot. Deep armor rather. So I don't have to go back to pick that crap up.
Just go to Shinrada where you can pick it all up.
Yeah, but then I'll have to. Oh well, no, I can pin it.
Can you go to Sharada?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can.
Asteroid
He can.
Well, I didn't know if you had to permit it.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
been playing this long enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops. Let's just go back there, shall we?
Optional hallway
There we go.
reinforcements. Yep, they have
Just almost.
I forgot, do hall reinforcements come in ice?
I don't know. I would think so.
Okay.
What was that?
Oh, well,
I bet you're too heavy to move.
limpet expired.
Oh, well, I'm fighting Darkoid, so kind of want the heaviest armaments.
Go for the Guardian. All reinforcements.
Can you engineer those though? I thought
No.
you could engineer. Okay.
No.
They're pre-engineered. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So I unlocked this one for no reason. Ooh, cute.
Unlock what?
The engineer. Oh.
Let's go back.
I'll pin it just in case. Let's see.
Let's get what I forgot.
Engineer. All reinforcement. Oh,
Now
I
we'll
have
take
some.
off again.
Programming limpet drone.
God, I had some home modules on me. I'm in a Corvette, so of course I do. Let's see. Heavy duty is what I want.
Reinforced.
Huh? Reinforced?
Reinforced.
Oh, okay. Xavius says heavy duty.
Okay, go by what he says then. But for the Guardian ones, you just get by the Guardian ones.
God, I need to level hell. Increasing levels of a new engineer. Annoying. I wish you could do that with pinned comments. Pinned blueprints.
What's that?
Is level up engineers.
Oh, yeah, well, no. Because the whole leveling up engineers means you're going to, and having a, a business relationship with them. You can't do that through remote access.
Yeah.
Where's Miss Deb tonight?
Sleeping off a pie.
He's in food coma.
Pecan pap, took her out.
Yeah, I saw she peeked in on Rusty while I was there.
No, that's not got enough time left on it. 1 minute 32 seconds.
Oh damn! I forgot they have hull here. I need to increase that as well. That will level me up.
All right. Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
What? Full?
Well, I'll have to dump some limpets. 196 tons so far. It's been a good night.
You still got a few minutes left. You can do a couple more rocks.
Yeah, lose the limpets, fill up the refinery.
Yep.
Every last drop.
Much as possible.
Yeah, you get 30 more in there.
Oh, not likely. Oop! Bang!
Go bump into a rock, sir.
Yes, I did.
Easy.
That's strange. I have two hull reinforcements on, but it's only letting me select one.
Prospect to limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete.
What ones have you got on?
I have two 5Ds. It's only letting me select one of them.
What do you... I'm lost.
Maybe the other was already engineered.
No, it's letting me select the engineered one. That's what's on level 1, grade 1 rather. It's not letting me select the unengineered one.
Well, make sure it's actually a hull reinforcement and not a module
Yeah,
reinforcement.
Yeah, it should. Yeah, I thought it said hull reinforcement, but it's a possibility.
Just slap my head a bit, I think.
199 tons.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yep, it's a module. Oh, my
Mhm.
bad.
There's 200 tons.
What's 200?
But just dump.
Oh, yeah,
Just dump the extra. You got too much for tonight. Just dump the extra.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
not happening on the.
Not happening just now. You need them.
Every ton I can get. Yep.
Prospector limpet failed.
Hey, there's another glowing rock over here. Let's go see what this glowing rock has. Oh, no, yep.
Engaged. Programming limpet drone.
Oh, wait, I'm going backwards.
Asteroid scan complete.
Yeah,
We've
that
already done that rock.
probably already done
Bastard.
that rock, yeah. Oh, but there's a 26% tritium rock right here.
Yeah, take that one.
Asteroid scan complete.
There you are.
Take it and put it in the
Grade
ship.
5. Grade 5. I need to pin it, just in case.
6.66% tritium.
That's a good one.
This is a very nice asteroid belt. This tritium hotspot is very prolific.
Let's see how long it takes me to get the Nyberg now.
Ding, 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 ding.
Not far at all. What the hell? It took me 10 jumps to get here. Why is it only taking me 6 to get back?
I don't know.
Don't know. Don't care. That's all the better.
Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Retracted.
Stand down.
Acknowledged. Disengaging weapons.
Power to shields.
Routing power to shields.
Power to engines.
Routing power to engines.
Engage.
Frameshift
Charging
drive
FTL.
charging.
Not bad. Over 200 tons tonight. I like it when that happens.
Lad, someone's making some real progress. I might have to come on early tomorrow.
Fuel scooping.
Well, considering, you know, I need 18,000 tons.
Yeah, but you're not planning
What are you up to, Trey?
for like you have like a month, another month, don't you?
Oh yeah.
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 so-
I'm gonna make it with time to spare. That's not a
Yep.
problem. Provided, of course, I don't have too many days where internet goes out or computer has
Oh.
problems or,
Yeah.
you know, there's plenty of Murphy's Law that could,
Yep. Hell, I had a brand new computer that got fried after just 1 year. So anything can happen.
mhm.
Have you jumped that boat yet, Chase? Or you're still filling up for the initial?
The,
Got a long way to go.
yeah. I will be leaving my deployment location on July 2nd. It will take me between 2 and 2.5 days to reach the carrier vendor. A couple of hours to refit the carrier. A couple of more hours to buy the tritium to
Think
get
about-
back here.
Take about
Yeah.
5 minutes to refit the carrier.
So how many jumps is that to?
111.
And you have to mine tritium at every.
No. That's
Not,
why.
right?
That's why I'm filling up here. So basically, if I fill the carrier, I will have enough to get there and back. But I will be nearly empty when I get back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump there, refill from one of the supply carriers at the DSSA rate, which means I got to coordinate with the carrier owner, and he will drop the rate specifically for me.
Yeah.
He takes it. Basically, it's 50% off.
I thought, well, 500 light years is the maximum jump range, right?
It's 500 light years. Okay, it's 500 light years per jump. Costs around anywhere, but depending on the weight of your of what's on your carrier, it costs between 56 and 100 tons per jump.
Okay, so with the total full load, how many jumps?
With the full thing, it's enough to get there and back, barely. So it's about 118, 225 or so jumps worth is what I can carry.
All carriers carry the same?
No.
Oh.
In fact, on my way back, I will have a lower capacity because I will have replaced some of my weight that I could use for that with modules.
Oh, you're limited to, okay, modules. Okay, gotcha.
And if I actually, put stock in my shipyard, put stock in my outfitting, I'm using it just so people could swap stuff around. But if I put actual stock in it, it would take away from my weight as well.
Oh, okay.
So you can get down to the point where you can only hit, afford 10 or 15 jumps if you really load everything up. Of course, I'm not going to do that, but
it's pointless, especially you.
So how many tons can you hold? Is tritium a separate category? Is it, you can...
No.
No. It's
25,000 is what you can carry,
okay.
but about 5,000 that's taken up with the crew and your
modules,
other stuff. And when you add your modules,
disengage.
some more modules, takes
Leaving
more.
hyperspace.
So I can hold about 18,000 tons.
But it goes into the grand total. In other words, the tritium is it could be bio waste, right? It's just, okay. I just it's being so precious. I thought maybe it was a different category or storage.
No.
Just a pain in the backside.
Open hailing frequencies.
You can just buy it in the bubble as well, but he's not coming back to the bubble.
Nope.
Well, I can buy it in Colonia. There's refueling carriers, and one of them is expecting me.
Yeah, but the thing is that if they hadn't been expecting you, there might not be enough tritium there for you to buy.
Which is why I was going to make sure I have enough to get there and back.
Just in case.
Yep. Deploy landing gear.
Worst comes to worst, you can go to Colonia and then go 75% of the way back to, and then start mining for the final leg.
I wouldn't get.
Came to worst.
No, you don't understand. I have to be back by a certain date.
Yes, I know.
You've only got about 4 or 5 days to get there and back.
Yeah.
Or else
I get dropped from the position, and somebody else one of the guys on the waiting list gets to hold it, gets to have it.
That's if they can get in position fast enough.
No, I lose the position and go to the back of the line if I don't get there in time.
Okay.
Then you'd have a carrier to play with. Zoom around.
Oh, well, anyone
Instead of
signing
just
up would
stuck
have
out
a
in the middle of
carrier.
fucking nowhere.
Well, I mean, literally, I bought the carrier to do this. If I wasn't doing this, I wouldn't have even bought it.
Yeah.
Although it's still a good platform for exploration.
Yeah, it is.
You leave it somewhere, and then you use that as a mini bubble almost.
A mobile base.
Yeah.
I have to tell Rusty to stop by. He's out there somewhere.
It's opposite side.
Yeah.
I think, isn't he?
I don't know.
Going east. He keeps saying.
He's going east. I'm
further.
west. All right.
A long way
So.
back.
Yeah.
So after depositing it all in the carrier, if I count I've got 5,000 in storage, or plus 1,000 in the Tritium depot. So I've got 6,000 out of the 9,000 it will take to get to Colonia. And it'll take another 9,000 to get back out. So it's an 18,000 ton round trip.
Gotcha.
We restock my limpets. Back to 512 limpets.
At maximum capacity.
And there we are. Alrighty. So I'm going to be filling the carrier until I've made it absolutely chock-a-block full, 18,000 tons of tritium. And then I will, I should have some time left over to then get in the other ship and go explore around here for a bit. And then take a couple of nights and put another 512 tons on my cutter.
If I were you, I would just start jumping my carrier.
No, I can't, Philip.
I mean, after you fill it up.
No, I can't. I am on a scheduled refit.
You can't just leave.
Yeah, I thought
can't leave until
I
he's-
thought the only rule was you needed done by a certain day. I didn't
For
realize.
okay. He's partially true. He's partially right. If I was doing it this month, okay, and I scheduled it as an April refit,
Yeah.
I could go just about any time in April, so long as I let them know, go there and come back. I'm not doing an April refit because I need to do it when I'm on vacation in July.
Oh, okay.
So I have a specific date. I allocated 6 days to go there and back. I should be able to do it in 4 to 4.5.
Okay.
So there is a specific set of dates where I am off duty.
Okay.
You know, it's part of being a service. I am part of a service that serves explorers. If I abandon my post at a time I am not allocated to abandon my post is abandoned and goes to the next person in line. So
it's sort of like being in the army, Phil.
Yeah.
You're traveling under orders.
How long is that line?
Very long.
Probably pretty long because they restrict how many you can
Yes.
really sign up.
Yeah, I think the waiting list is like 150 to 200 carriers to get onto this.
That's a fairly long list.
That's a fairly long list considering there's almost no turnover. You know, the people who have their slots are dedicated. They bought their carriers just to do this. Nothing else. You know, some people have committed their carriers with enough funding for 30 years.
Damn.
So this is, this is not a small undertaking. This is something that people do because they believe in it.
Yep.
And yes, some people have their things out to, I think it's one person has it out to like 2076. He's committed his carrier.
2076?
2076, and
How
he's
the
got.
hell do you have that much money?
Mining.
Mine. There were lots of ways to get money.
Yeah,
Lots and
we're
lots and
talking
lots of
about,
ways. And they
we're
just.
talking about trillions of
Yeah.
credits here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's about
this before they nerfed our mining too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
There's
That's
still
true.
plenty
It
of
was
ways to
broke.
make money hand over fit.
Yeah,
More
you
money,
just,
more money, more money.
There's
Price is right.
there's
It is many. Go ahead.
let's
It-
put it this way, Philip. I've got 31 billion in assets. And
Yeah.
about 20 million of that is cash.
You're
Okay.
right, Trice. It's
Mhm.
easy to make money now, but back then during the carrier time, you could really make money then.
Oh,
Yep.
you can do just as well now. I mean, right now you can do, 10 million every 15 minutes doing on foot combat.
Mm.
And if you want to sit for a weekend,
Who wants to do that?
Yeah.
and well, I mean, if you want to go for Elite 5 in combat, it's going to take you weeks. By the time you get to the end of it, I mean, Lynn could tell you how much she made. It was hundreds of billions.
Yeah, Lynn made a lot doing it.
So, I mean, you do that, and you just throw it into the carrier fund, and thank you, have a nice day. You're out. I mean, right now I've got out till October 1st of 2026 on the carrier in money.
Mm.
Excuse me.
Now that's going to go down because my expense level is going to go up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, go after I get done, doing the refit, I'm going to go and I'm going to make a ton of money, and I'm going to bring it back to the point where actually I'll probably get it well beyond that point. I may fund my carrier for, another 20 years.
I've got about 6 years and 10 months on my carrier funded at the moment.
Oh damn.
I don't know if I'll live that long.
Me neither.
You're crazy.
No, I'm not.
Don't live that long.
20 some odd years. Hell, I'll be about damn near 90.
Let's put it
Yeah.
this way: they gave me 10, so we'll see.
Well, so long as
Too hungry to die, old hoss.
we'll see. I'm basically gonna make this funded as far out as I can, and then I will update the DSSA spreadsheet and to whatever my max date is, and I will just commit it right to that. I have no other reason planned for having the carrier. There may come a point where I just fly my entire fleet out here. If I get tired of playing the game, I'll just fly all my ships out to the carrier and fund the carrier for an extremely long time, and with every penny I've gotten, just, let it happen.
Or you might just go to Star Citizen, huh, Anthony?
Highly unlikely.
Oh no.
Oh, it's getting better. It's getting a lot better.
You never know. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing.
Oh, it's starting to look promising there.
It's always looked promising.
Yeah.
It has never lived up to its look.
Nope.
Yeah, they got a lot of their coding issues. They got a good handle on stuff.
Still doesn't fly right.
I don't know. Never played, but I just go by what it looks like.
I watch people fly it.
It was marketed as a space sim, but I don't think they're treating it as a space sim anymore.
Yeah.
They're just tossing anything at it and just trying to make it everything without really succeeding in any given spot.
Well, that's their problem. They've
Yeah.
they've never committed to making any part of the game solid.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that Elite has done better than any other MMO I've run into out there, is they will take a section of the game and work on it till it's right.
Yep.
I don't know about that.
Oh,
But
believe me.
Oh,
Just where they were at in Horizons, okay,
yeah.
was the lowest bug rate on any MMO I've ever played. Period. End of story. And I've played a bunch of them. When they came out with Odyssey, they rushed it. They
Yeah.
seriously rushed it.
That's the first time Lead really went
Fe-
wrong.
Yeah, well, they fell on their faces because they pushed
Yep.
the the board made them push
Yeah,
it out too
shareholder.
quick. So I mean, they really got a lot of egg on their face because their quality had been so high compared to any other MMO that when they came out with something that was actually only slightly substandard. I mean, think about it. The way, when they released Odyssey, it was only barely substandard for an MMO.
And
Barely.
even then, there were,
And
it was bad.
it was bad, but that's the way MMOs are. That's
Well, nowadays, MMOs used to come out pretty damn solid.
no.
Back in the day.
Heck no.
what's he talking about?
You're talking BS there, Philip.
Ragnarok was a full game when it came out.
Well, Ragnarok was another one that was an exception to the rule. I've played many MMOs, and for the most part, they absolutely sucked when they came out. They got better, but when they first came out, they absolutely sucked. Bugs everywhere, so many exploits, so many things broken, so many ways that you could write a third-party client, get into the game, and you could break it. You could exploit the hell out of it. And that's one thing they've never had happen to this game. It has never had an exploit client.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised about that.
Well, I shouldn't say that.
Although I heard of I heard of a weapon hack and stuff.
There are or were 5 known hacks. Okay? Each one of them, they put in a reporting function that would find them, banned every single player that was using them.
Good.
And then fix the hole. This game, hack-wise, is pretty damn solid right now. It's got bugs. There are ways to exploit the bugs. Yeah.
Ones that annoy you. Oh, by the way, there's somebody actually managed to get from the bubble to Colonia with a passenger all the way.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
They just had that up
They
there.
they did have an accident on the way there, so they had to go back to the bubble to pick the person that managed to get himself killed when they were on a planet.
Oops.
By he stepped into one of these geysers that pushed him up into space. So that was nothing to do with. There's nothing to do with the game bugging him, but then you have to go back to the bubble and pick him up and go all the way back out again.
So they're finally fixing those problems. Cool.
Yep. And Galnet's suggestion was, now we've done Colonia, has anybody managed to get all the way to Beagle Point yet with a passenger?
Wow. Yeah, that's gonna be dreadful trips.
So there's a job for Mr. James to do. He likes going out on these long trips.
Yeah.
Take a passenger with you. Take Philip and leave him out there.
Let me think about that. No.
Didn't think for very long then.
If I were to go out there, I would want to explore. You can't explore if you're someone else's passenger.
You just buy a ship when you get out there.
You can't start citizen.
Beacon Point's in the middle of nowhere.
Yes, but there's a carrier out there, and I believe it has a.
Yeah, but By a Sidewinder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Sorry.
I'm not yellow.
No, actually, I don't know what's stocked in Commander Kai's shipyard. But Commander Kai's carrier is at Beagle Point, and he does, I believe, have shipyard and outfitting. I don't know what he's stocking because you can't see that from the interface, but he's out there, and it has those 2 services.
Well, you just put his carrier ID and then
Children.
see
Oh,
see if you can buy something there.
And the
No,
other,
Come up if he.
well, and the other thing you could do is you could, go out there with James, get off at Commander Kai's carrier, and have your one of your smaller ships shipped out to you.
Yeah.
oh, did I unlock this already? 1 second. I
No
might have
reason you
unlocked the
can't do that.
Guardian Hall
Yeah.
stuff already. 1 second, let me check.
I wonder what it would cost to have a ship shipped out from the bubble to Commander Ty's carrier.
Depends on the size of the
lot.
ship. It's probably
First,
over.
every
Probably, I mean, it's. Let me see. Hold on. Carrier services, shipyard. Let's see. If I want to ship, well, let's take
Major ships.
one of my smallest ships. It would be that's only 22 million to ship out. One of my small ships. My Anaconda. 915 million. So I can get my jump conda out here for 915 million and jump my way back.
Oh, oh boy. Looks like I wasted 3 hours for nothing. I already unlocked this module, so I really didn't need the engineer.
What module?
I could have just bought
Which
the
module,
Guardian
Philip?
modules, the Guardian hull reinforcements. Were already unlocked. One of the modules I decided to unlock because I was toying with my Corvette a while ago, and I completely forgot about it.
All right. Anyway, I am overtime tonight, so I need to get my behind in bed. 15 minutes over. So at this point, I would like to thank everyone who came along for the ride this evening. And for those, I guess that let's see, Hans was the only one.
Here.
I'm
Yeah,
here somewhere.
Yeah, you're here in voice, so I'll just skip right to voice. So Anthony, James, Hans, Cam, Carl, and Philip. Thank you guys for joining me in the voice chats. Great having you all along as always. So we'll pick this up tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, with more mining. That's all for now.
More mining.
Oh no, it's got to be more mining. I got to fill this thing up.
More mining.
More mining. Yep, more mining. That's all for now. This is Trice Majestus signing out.